Good morning. Welcome. Good afternoon, good night, wherever you may be. I hope you all are having a great day. If it's your morning has just started. If it's not, you had a great day. But I hope you had an amazing time spent. Good morning, Mary. How are you? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Hi, Cass. Good morning. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you have a question, feel free to drop it in the chat so that I can get you started. Um, Whatever the question may be, we'll see what the angels, God, Mother Earth, they want to share with us. So go ahead and drop it, your question. So this morning, I pulled a card for the collective from my Palladian Oracle deck, and I'll just show you what the deck looked like. It's this deck. It's beautiful. And good morning, Cyber Dahlia, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. I have you starred. Let's see. And the card I pulled, which was amazing, or the card that flew out the deck, I have you starred, Kaz, was it says Dream Time. Hope you can see that. Dream Time. And what this is telling us is that our Palladian star family, they're trying to communicate with us via our dreams. So if you remember your dreams, you can get up and write them down in the morning. Or some people tend to forget their dreams. If you have your phone near you, I normally turn on the camera and do a recording and record what I could remember of the dreams. So they are reminding us, our Palladian star family, they are reminding us that they, and maybe even our guides and ancestors, are trying to communicate to us via our dream time. So here is the card. And if you can't remember your dreams, I've heard for other folks on YouTube say that you can call in, the whale energy that helps you to remember your dreams. Or you can ask before you go to bed. You can ask and say, can you help me remember, if not all of the dream, part of the dream? So you might just remember a word or a person within your dream. I dream every night, all night long, and I remember the entire dream. So I don't need to ask that. But if you struggle with remembering, just ask your team to help you remember. And slowly, I feel like you'll start remembering your entire dreams or the parts that are significant for you. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Brenda T. Imagine. Let's see. I see Brittany Anderson, Jackie B, Jessica Lynn. I have you start, Jessica. I have you start Cyber Dahlia. Let's see if I missed anyone. Nope. Thank you all for being here. And for those who jumped in a little late, I pulled a card for the collective, and the card was the Dream Time. So to pay attention to your dreams. And if you don't remember them, again, ask your team, your guides, if they can help you remember parts, if not all, of your dream. Hi, KMO. Good morning. Yeah, Jackie B. Yes, I do have you star, Jackie. Yes, and I have you start, Brittany. Let's see. So we are going to be doing anything today. What comes in, I'll share it. If I'm guided to my decks, I will also pull from the cards. Okay, I do have to stop at 12 today because I have something afterwards. So I'm not going to stay too much longer chatting. I'm going to go right on ahead and jump in to who I have started. I have 6 starts so far. And if I miss you, let me know. So I have Stephanie, I have Kaz, I have Jackie B, Cyber Dahlia, Jessica Lynn, and Brittany Anderson. Okay, let's see. I think I have everyone. All right, let's jump right in. So Stephanie, you asked, may I have a message from my guides, please? Okay, go back to the live. Stephanie. Is there anything you would like Stephanie to know that is my highest good? What would you like Stephanie to know? Stephanie, I heard in my head, I have you start, Mary. I heard in my head that we chat with you. So I don't know if it could be one or two things that you may be hearing it, but you're not sure. Um, I have you, Carol. I have you too, Carol Jimenez. Thank you for being here. You're new. Wow, thank you for being here. I have you start. Um, Stephanie, I heard they chat with you, and I'm not sure if it's that you hear something, but you're unsure. You're second guessing yourself. But know that thought that may come in, that feeling that you may feel, and I feel like it's more of a thought that you're getting, and you're like, was that? I wasn't sure. I do hear, I do hear something at other times. I get okay. So know that your guides are communicating with you. If you, what you can do is ask them for a sign that it's them, so then maybe there's not that uncertainty. um so then you kind of know, okay, well, this is my guide coming in. You don't necessarily have to know who it is, just that it's from them. But know that they are communicating with you. In your meditation, I'm hearing you can ask for you can ask them to maybe be a little clearer, maybe, because I when I went in just now before the show, I asked them, hey, can you speak up a little louder, because sometimes I struggle to hear. I'm like straining my I feel like I'm straining my ears, even though it's inside my head. So I asked them to speak up a little louder. So ask them for some sort of sign, that so that you know it's them. It could be a little chill you might get before they come in, or drop whatever little droplet they have to give you. Okay. But I want to pull a card for you, and I'm guided to my law of positivism deck. Try saying that fast. What do you want Stephanie to know, Spirit? There's not a lot that they want you to know right now, Stephanie, is what I heard. I feel like you are right where you need to be with them. Interesting that I told you I feel like you get messages, right? Here's the card that flew out the deck. I'm going to hide this, Stephanie. Oh, please tell me you can see that. This is the card that flew out the deck. And it says, with my thoughts, I co-create with the universe. Wow. Wow. So those messages that you're getting, again, ask for clarity. Ask them to maybe, if they can turn up what you said, if they can turn up the dial a little louder. That resonates. I do get the feeling they want me to communicate more with me directly. Yep. And here it is. Here it is. That's the message they have for you. Okay, so I hope that helps, Stephanie, and all the best on your journey communicating with your team. Just trust. And if you get something that you feel you're like, I'm not sure if that's on the path I want to go, ask them to show you a loving sign, so that you know for sure it's coming from them. You're welcome, Stephanie. Okay. Kaz, I have you next. And Kaz, I think you are new as well. Okay, let's go back to the chat. Kaz. Okay, Spirit. What would you like Kaz to know right now? That is of their highest good. Kaz, I'm going to say this. Hey, Donna Marie, good morning. Welcome. Kaz, I'm going to say this to you exactly the way I heard it in my head. And I have you start, Donna Marie. And the way I heard it, and this is your team, they said, remember to love. And then there was a pause, yourself. So that tells me, Kaz, that you are giving, giving, giving. Remember, everything in this universe is it's a two-way street, right? We give and we receive. We give and we receive. And if you are giving, 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 and maybe you're receiving, right? Maybe you are. I don't know. But then if you're not pouring into yourself, then you're not really receiving. Because if we don't give ourselves the same love, the same empathy, the same grace, the same compassion that we give to others, sometimes even the same tough love conversations that we give to others, when we are in situations and we don't give that to ourselves, then our cup, our cup keeps depleting, 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 depleting. So your message from your team, Kaz, is to remember to love yourself. And what does loving yourself look like? When you need that nap, take that nap. When your body says, oh my gosh, I'm tired, take a pause. Um, one of the things Spirit just brought back into my mind, I do, like when I feel I need a moment, I go outside, and it's getting cold now, but I would go outside and just sit and let the sunlight beam into my third eye area. I would just sit there and let it penetrate through me, because one of the things we don't get here is a lot of vitamin D from the sun, because we're always inside. But I have you start. I am Lulu, and welcome to everyone. Polly, I am Lulu. Let me make sure I didn't miss anybody else. Venus, hey, good morning, welcome. Thank you all for being here. I started a little early because I have to cut off at 12, so I didn't want to take up too much time chatting away. So I started on time this morning. So Kaz, remember to give yourself the love. If it means a bath, fill that tub up with warm water. Maybe throw some Epsom salts in there if you can tolerate Epsom salts, and just release. And as I say that, and that release, I feel like it's not just the air releasing from you. It's like stuff is releasing from through your pores as well. So lay in the tub and let go. And I'm going to pull a card for you, and from the Law of Positivism deck. What does Cass need to know from this deck, Spirit? Is this it for Cass, or should I shuffle again? Okay, top or bottom? It always amazes me when I shuffle a deck and two cards get stuck together. And this card, the Law of Positivism for you, says, I go deeper into the root of my physical discomforts to learn and heal. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Wow. Throat is blocked all of a sudden. And this is your card, Kaz, if you want to take a screenshot. And I feel this ties into the soaking yourself in a tub and releasing, because as you release, you're healing, you're letting go of things that no longer serve your highest good. And believe me, when I say this, sometimes the same situation comes up. Like recently, I had something that I thought I healed of last year popped up again. And I said, you know what? I am going to embrace every part of it, because there was little pockets I realized I didn't let go of. And I allowed it to release. And soaking in that tub, possibly Epsom salts if you can, will help you, because it's like a salt bath, right? Or if you're in the Caribbean where it's hot right now, and you can get to the ocean and just float if you can, allowing the water to wash over you. I think that'll be beneficial. But that's your message, Kaz, and I hope it helps. I didn't see any additional feedback. I have you start Venus from Kaz. So we'll move on to Jackie B. Sure, Jackie. How are you, Jackie? Jackie B. Spirit, what does Jackie B need to know right now for her highest good? Okay. Jackie, for you, I am immediately taken to it's a deck by Rebecca Campbell. It's called the Ancient Stones Oracle. Jump back over here. Yes, Jessica, it is soaking yourself in, whether it's if you can get to the ocean or a salt bath. That's that's an amazing feeling. Okay, what does Jackie? Let me go back to Jackie B's question. What does Jackie B need to know, Spirit? He led me to this deck. Wow. Jackie, a bunch of cards flew out the deck for you. So I'm going to reshuffle because they all flew out face down. So I'm just going to reshuffle because I'm not sure which one. We had like 6 cards fly out the deck. Okay, Spirit. What does Jackie B need to know for her highest good? Jackie, in my body, I feel like I feel like you are rising. You're on the path and you are rising. So that to me tells me that you are doing the work, you are doing what needs to be done, you are following your guidance. I heard in my head asking questions, so you may be asking your team questions. Okay, so this was one of the cards that flew out the deck, and when I picked it up, this was the first card I picked up, and I reshuffled the deck. Yes, they had a lot to say, Jackie. But this flew out. I'm gonna try, and you see that deck, that card? It says, see the beauty, gratitude. The sacred is everywhere. So, and then I didn't even notice there are 2 beings in the upper. I just noticed I was so focused on this that looks like an egg. I missed the 2 women up top. But I don't feel, it's not that I was just about to say, Jackie, it's not that I don't feel like you have gratitude, but what I heard in my head as I was about to say that is that you don't give yourself enough gratitude for the work that you put in. So remember, every little thing, every little pebble or grain of sand is a step. It's a step up, right? So even if let's say you were meditating and you could only meditate for 2 minutes, or maybe less. Some people struggle to meditate. So but now you've increased it, and you find like, okay, now I can meditate for 5 minutes. But then you might sit and hear other people who say they can meditate for these long periods, and you're like, well, why can't I meditate for long periods? And this is just an example that I'm giving, right? Spirit wants you to know that the little accomplishments, even though they may seem minute, because sometimes we have this tendency of seeing what other people do, or and I'm guilty of that as well, or the way they do something, or the way their clairvoyances, and we're like, well, why can't I do that? Every little step, every little pebble is a step on your path. So be grateful. Be grateful to yourself, because I feel like you show gratefulness for a lot of things, but you feel like maybe, oh, that wasn't that big of an accomplishment. So you kind of like shift and don't think anything major of it. But Spirit's message to you is, oh, wow, you do have a gratitude journal you write daily. Good. And any little grain of salt thing that you feel that you have accomplished, jot that down as well. Because you see what they said? There is the sacred is everywhere. In everything that you do, everything that you see, even as I communicate here with you all, the sacred is all within this space too. All right, Jackie. So thank you for the feedback, and I hope that helped you. And I just want to read what Kaz says. Thank you, Akela. I am working on releasing old patterns and limiting beliefs. Self-love is so important. Yes, Kaz, it is very important. Okay. Cyber Adalia. Okay. Let's see. Cyber Adalia. Spirit, what do you want Cyber Adalia to know that is of her highest good? What do you want Cyber Adalia to know, Spirit? Or should I go to the deck? Okay. Oracle of the Universe deck. Okay, let's stick with this deck. What do you want Cyber Adalia to know? Is this it for Cyber Adalia, or should I shuffle again? Oh, okay, Cyber Adalia. I've been sitting here and trying to get a message. And I was guided to the Ancient Stones deck. And the card that Spirit wants for you is called it says the Volcano. And at the bottom, there are two beings at the bottom. What looks like someone standing in the middle of, well, no. And this volcano is erupting. It says relationships, express, don't stagnate. Okay. I know that is pretty clear as to what it's saying. It's talking about relationships, but I want to run to the let me run to the message in the card real quickly. And this deck does not have numbers, so bear with me a little bit, guys. The volcano. It's so much easier when they put and the volcano is page 138. Oh, okay, let me get my flashlight, because for some reason my light in here wants to act up. It says, behold the fiery dance of the volcano, a testament to nature's potent alchemy. During its magnificent eruption, ancient rock yields to transformation, giving birth to new molten forms that cool into creation. A vivid reminder that even seemingly unchanging stone holds the seeds of renewal and regeneration. If we fail to express anger, it can turn into resentment. When we feel upset or frustrated, it's easy to let it slide for fear of upsetting someone, but then it might build into something stronger. If we find a way to communicate clearly and compassionately, we can avoid unnecessary conflict, confusion, and separation. Here is the activation for you. Well, before I go there, it says the volcano card invites you to express your feelings now before they get out of hand, to clearly state what your experience is so you can solve it now before it turns into something else. Here is the activation. I gather up the courage to express my feelings before they turn into something bigger than they need to be. Please guide me to express myself clearly and kindly. And what is very interesting, so this is the volcano, you know, find ways to, as the message says, don't let stuff build up. Find ways to communicate um, compassionately, which I think you do, um, and be open is what I'm feeling. But the message talked about courage. And when I shuffle, before I pull this card, I was going to pull this deck. And the card on the bottom of the deck talks about courage. And this is the oracle of the universe. And when I asked Spirit, I heard, oh no, don't pull from that, pull from this. But it's interesting that both talks about courage, so finding that middle ground to get you through having that tough conversation with others. Let's see. Oh, a lot of people jumped in. Hi, Wanda Grant. Good morning. Nicole, Cosmic Blue Avian. How are you, hon? Jazz Romero, Strawberry, Galette Psychic Medium. Do you mind if I just call you Jazz? Hi, Jazz. Let's see. Tahiti 93, welcome. Oh, thank you, Tahiti 93. Hey, Evelyn, good morning. How are you? Okay. Cyber Dahlia, I hope that message helped you. Okay. Jessica Lynn. May I have a message from my spirit guide? Sure, Jessica. Let me see. Thanks, Jazz. Tahiti 93. I actually owed you a message from a while ago. I didn't get to you. So if you would like a message, please, and I know you are the time difference where you are. So please go ahead and drop your a question in if you have one, because I do remember I owe you a message. Okay. And I'll try to get to you because I do know the time difference. Okay, back to Jessica. Sorry about that, Jessica. Jessica Lynn. Jessica, with your energy, I feel happy. I feel energized. I feel like, and they just showed me this angel card from Kyle Gray. And in that deck, the angel is doing yes. And at the bottom of the card says yes. So I feel that's the message from your guides. Whatever it is you're doing, it's raising your vibration, it's bringing you joy, it's making you feel energized, and I'm feeling tingly all over. And the message from your, and if I can find that card, I'll show it. The message from your guides are that is that yes, you're doing it. You are just yes. Wow, Jessica, let me see if you had anything to say, because that's what I'm getting for you. Let's see so much. Let me see. Tahiti. Anyway, because now I can't think of which Kyle Gray deck it is. But simple yes, Jessica. And I'm going to pull for you, even though I'm not guided to, because all I'm hearing is, yes, I feel like a kid in a candy store. You said, interesting, you've been trying. Okay. So see what you said? You've been trying to meditate and connect with spirit regularly. So the fact, that's what it is. You are creating a pattern, right? Where as maybe before, because you said you're trying to meditate and connect with them regularly, maybe before it wasn't as frequent. Or maybe you set a thing to say, okay, every 3 days I'm going to try to meditate, or maybe every day I'm going to pick this time to connect with my team and get the information that I need. I have you start Tahiti 93 and get the message that I need. Or maybe it's just to chill with them, right? Because sometimes we go in with our guides and we don't hear anything. You might see something, you might see someone, um, you might see a light. So sometimes I feel it's not about always getting a message of what do I need to be doing, what's going on. Sometimes just to chill. You know, when you have your best friend and sometimes you all just hang, you sit, you drink coffee, or you're watching a movie. There's no true communication going on. You're just spending time with. And that's it. So that's all I got for you. Yes, but I'm still going to pull a card. Okay. Yes. What else do you want, Jessica Lynn, to know, Spirit, from this Law of Positivism deck? Is this it for Jessica Lynn, or should I shuffle again? Okay, from the top or the bottom? Simple message, Jessica. And it says, life is a dream within a dream. Life is a dream within a dream. Let's take a quick look just to see what the extended message is. They might even be communicating with you via your dream. What is the difference between awake and dream state? When you're dreaming, do you have any recollection of this reality? Is either of these realms more real than the other? We exist in different realities, timelines, and dimensions simultaneously, and our so-called dream state is just another form of existence. Wow. The message for you within this card, Jessica. Yes, they love that in your awake state, you are setting time aside to meditate, whether it be an hour, it be 10 minutes, whatever you choose. But if you can, like I pulled a card for the collective in the beginning from the Palladians, and it was about dream state, where they are communicating with us in our dreams. If you can, if you remember, Jessica, when you get up, write your dreams down. If you can remember, even if it's not the entire dream, it may just be a word or two. Write it down. Okay. And that's the message for you, Jessica. Keep on pushing. All the best, Jessica. Okay. Brittany, I would like a reading from my spirit guides. Okay, Brittany. I would like a reading from my spirit guides. Brittany Anderson. Spirit, what do you want Brittany to know? Brittany, and you don't have to say. So when I asked, they showed me. It was so quick. I heard the word work, but then the figure that I saw before they said the work, it was like someone kind of like maybe stress, maybe pushing a little bit too far, but overcome with work a little bit, I guess. Okay. So if you can let me know if that sounds a bit, correct. I'm trying to see what else I can get about work for you. Or something's going on with work. If you're not stressed, there is. Now all of a sudden I'm like holding my neck, I'm scratching my head as if I am stressed about something with work. I'm hearing yes. Okay, so what do you want to tell Brittany about this? See, Brittany. Okay. Now this makes sense. So before I even read your statement, I just saw work-wise. So before I even read the rest of your statement, let me tell you what I got. Okay. It will be fine. It won't be there where you are. So to me, that tells me that because they're saying it will be fine and it won't be there, they're telling me that they are working behind the scenes with you for something that will better suit you, something that will be a better balance. Now, even if it's a better balance, you have to remember that the work may be a better balance, but the people, right? Because we are free will, the people within the organization, you're going to have different personalities. So you're going to have to, no matter where, whether it's your current or the new place that's coming, you are going to encounter different personalities. How you react to those will determine, some of the outcomes. So just be prepared is what I'm feeling. Just be prepared that even where you are now, and if you're and for the new place that's coming, just be prepared that we have free will. Every action doesn't deserve a reaction. But while I say that, do not hold your truth back. Find ways with which to speak your truth with compassion, not of anger, because anger just creates more anger, but find ways with which. So I feel like this job, the place that's coming, is going to be the fit. But know that personalities are what you're gonna probably encounter some personalities that won't be the best. Okay, looking for a new job opportunities and or potential promotions. Okay, just know that your team is working with it behind the scenes. And let me pull a card for you. Yeah, because I could see what I guess it was you. I couldn't see the person, just like the outline, and it was like, and then I heard work. So which I'm asking something here because these 3 cards flew out the deck and I picked it up. But as I was about to read the message, my eyes was guided to the deck, the card that's at the bottom of the deck, right? And the card that is the bottom, it says, with my thoughts, I co-create with the universe. So I'm going to read this one, and I'm reading this one for you, Brittany, because you said you are looking for a new job opportunity, or you're also looking for potential promotion. Set your thoughts on that. If you want to get out of the company, set it towards a new opportunity, right? If things are great there and you want just a promotion with it, set your thoughts there. So you're co-creating with the universe for maybe where you want to go, what you want to be, who you want to be around. With your thoughts, I co-create with the universe. Okay. Just know that they are with you. There's no need to stress about it, because they are behind the scenes working along with you. Okay. But I do want to show you the card that when I flipped over what came out, and it says, when I flow with my energy, I flow with the energy of life. Okay. So you create what you want. All the best to you, Brittany. Oh, hi, Shine Truth. Loved you the other. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You know, to make a girl blush. Okay. Mary, may I have a message from my guides, please? Okay. Oh, yeah, talking too much. May I have a message from my guides, please? Mary. Spirit, what do you want Mary to know? What do you want Mary to know that is of her highest good in this moment? Mary. Mary, I heard just trust. And when I heard trust in my head, my heart space just felt relief. It felt like a balloon was deflated, and that was releasing the fear, the anxiety, the worry, the stress, within my heart space. Whatever it is you're trying to cope with, Mary, you have relayed that message on to your team, God, whatever I call my source God. Please, I'm not trying to offend anyone. If you call a different name, please just replace. I feel like you have released your concerns, but trust. You have to trust that they are working with you on it. And Mary, if you hold on to that fear, right? Let's say it's a car issue, and you're holding on to the fear of not being able to get a new car, or a car that can get you from point A to B reliably. If you're holding on to that and not letting go and saying, okay, I welcome in the car that is going to be of my highest good. I welcome in a car that maybe, my car payment, I don't have car payments, or my car payments are very minute. It is very affordable where I can continue to survive. Let go of the fear and welcome in what it is you want. And they are saying that they are here, they've heard you, you've passed it on to them, but you have this hold on it. And you, hey, truth wave energy, good morning. Let go of that hold. Okay. And once you let go of that hold, you allow your team to then come in and work with you, work with the thoughts you have around whatever the situation is that you're having. And if you don't know how to do that, Mary, which I think you do, just say, I welcome in the best outcome for my highest good, and whatever, for all that's affected. That's what I want you to say. I welcome in whatever is for my highest good of all involved. Okay, Mary, and I hope that helps you. I'm not being guided to well, actually, I'm gonna put one. What do we want Mary to know? What do we want Mary to know? Is this it for Mary? Top or bottom? Okay. Mary, this card came out for you, and it says, I follow the cycles of my body. I follow the cycles of my body. And I'm going to pull really quickly number 10, because this is interesting. It says, we are in a cyclical reality where there is no beginning or end. Life is a spiral of events happening on many planes and dimensions simultaneously. Our body connects to Mother Earth, the seasons, weather shifts, the moon, the sun, and the planets. Let's see. Interesting. I'm reading this because I'm trying to find the essence of this message, right? And it says, when we learn about the natural cycles, we learn more about ourselves and our deep connection to both aspects. Mary, as I'm reading this, I'm hearing ground, 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 ground. So if it's nice where you are, oh, you get it? Okay, good. I'm glad you got it. But ground, if you can, get out, get your feet in the grass, because that's one of the quickest way to connect. You can envision and picture yourself grounding, But if you can get your foot in the grass, I will say to ground and release, let go. Okay. I'm going to do I see Carol Jimenez, I saw you, but I'm going to do Tahiti 93 first because I did owe her a message, and because of the time difference, I know she should be probably, it's getting dark over there. So let's see, message about my artistic career, and then I'll get you next, Carol. Okay. Message about my artistic career. Thanks so much. Sure. Spirit, what do you want Tahiti 93 to know about her artistic career? What do you want Tahiti 93 to know, Spirit? What do you want Tahiti 93 to know about her artistic career? Hmm. Okay, let's see. Tahiti 93, I keep just seeing this white, this blanket of white. I take that as maybe, the white board that you can paint on, but it's a canvas. That's what it is, canvas, a white canvas. That's what I keep seeing. Why am I seeing this white canvas? What is it? It's okay to start anew. Because on this white canvas, Tahiti, I've seen it multiple times with nothing on it. So is there a bit of concern that you don't feel that it's going where you want it to go? Okay. Okay, is this it for Tahiti 93, Spirit? Should I shuffle again? Let me see. I'm gonna say what I said. Tahiti. What I'm getting is that there may be a bit of, and frustration is the word that's coming to mind, but that's not what I'm feeling. So I didn't really want to use frustration, but there may be a bit of, I'll just say, concern as to your work. And I think they're showing me these white canvases, excuse me, to say that it's okay to start over. It's okay. And starting over, not necessarily meaning starting painting over, right? Starting over in finding a new, let's say you're trying to sell your artwork. And I don't know if that's what you're trying to do, but let's say you're trying to sell your artwork. It's okay to start over with a new company. And I shuffle to get your work displayed. I shuffled and I got the bone collector, but it's not the message, the bone collector. It's the number one that stood out for me. And why the number one stood out is because one is a fresh start, right? And even though this card says bone collector, yes, this woman is collecting bones of maybe animals or whatever, but she uses the bones of something that once was to create something new. Okay. Some may think it's a waste of time what she's doing, but if you look at her, I'm going to hide what you said. If you look at her face, the joy, there you have what looks like the sun behind her, right? And when I look at that sun, it's feeding in new ideas, new energies, new creative ways, but she's smiling. She is happy with whatever she's doing and what she puts out, whereas others may not see it as that way. But for you, the message is, again, it's okay. Let's see what Tahiti said real quick. Tahiti said, I meet a producer. Oh, Shine Truth says 2026 is the year of one. Oh, nice. Sounds great. Oh, I forgot to mention, for those of you, because there are a lot of folks with channels in here, please feel free to drop your channel in there. I know Truth Wave Energy has a channel. Please drop it in. Victor, let's see. Who else? Who else? Who else? Brenda T. Imagine has a channel. Go ahead and drop it in. Brenda, if you're still here. Cosmic Blue Avian has a channel as well. Okay, and anyone else, if you have a channel, Donna Marie, I'm scrolling up to all the names, guys. So sorry if I miss anyone. Go ahead and drop your channel in. And I Am Lulu just dropped hers. And I'll subscribe to you, I Am Lulu. I don't think I am. Okay. All right. So Tahiti 93, I hope that makes sense for you. And just remember, it's okay to restart. And yes, you meet a producer or you met a producer. And even if things don't go well, it's okay to meet another. Remember, the right person for your work, ask the universe to let you meet that person. It may not be instantaneously, but just know that if you're working with spirit and you're asking for the guidance, they're going to bring in who you need that's going to cherish your work the way that you cherish it. So when it's displayed and others come in to see it, they're going to feel the love, the joy that you put into that work. Okay, Tahiti? So wishing you all the best. Carol Jimenez. Welcome, Carol. Carol like her reading. Okay. Spirit, what does Carol need to know that is of her highest good? What does Carol need to know? Carol Jimenez. Carol, what does Carol? Carol, do you work with elderly or those who can't care for themselves, maybe sick? Let me see. Because I asked that because the first image I saw, I heard your guy saying that thank you, and they were smiling. But then I see you like over someone who couldn't care for themselves. So I don't know if you work with elderly patients or if you work with the sick, and you it felt very loving. Okay, let me see what else I can get. Carol Jimenez. What is Carol? What do you want to tell Carol, Spirit? Your work or efforts. Okay, I'm gonna say, because I heard work and efforts. Your efforts / work is not in vain. Okay, so if you've been feeling that, and now I feel like I feel, what is the word? What is the word? Because it's not sad, disheartened. That's what I feel, disheartened. And what I'm getting is that if you're feeling disheartened, just know that about something with work, know that your efforts are seen. Your efforts, they are not in vain. They don't go unnoticed. And I think that is because it's the place that it's coming from, Carol. It's not coming from, I'm doing this for, and this is what I'm feeling, like I'm doing it for recognition, or I'm doing it for money, or I'm doing it for status. I'm doing it genuinely because I want to. There is a there is a tenderness that I feel. Let me see what before because I could be way off. So let's see what Carol says. If Carol says anything. Oh, you work for, oh my God. Okay. Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Oh my, because I'm sitting, I'm like, I could be talking and this has nothing, probably has nothing to do with Carol. Oh my gosh, Carol, look, I'm getting chills now. Just know that when you touch that patient, right? When you comfort that patient, it does something. It ignites. You don't necessarily see it in every patient, but that joy, that candlelight flicker that it ignites in that person that you are working with, just know that the magnitude, it doesn't go unnoticed. You know, the patient might complain and, you know, or whatever about just being in the place that they are in, but their soul, you are, what you give off is touching the soul. That's the best way I can put it, Carol. You're touching the soul with the tenderness, the love, you're doing it with out of your heart. You're doing it from your heart. So that's wow. Wow. Thank you, Carol, for validating that. Okay. And Carol says, yes, it resonates. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card for you, Carol. Yeah, Venus, that was beautiful. Ooh. Okay, what does Carol need to know, Spirit, from the Law of Positivism deck? What does Carol need to know? Is this it for Carol? Should I shuffle again? Shuffle. Double bottom for Carol. Carol, you got your Law of Positivism. Good Lord, that word always bothers me. It says, I hear, speak, and express my truth. Wow. I hear, speak, and express my truth. That's your message. Continue to do that, Carol. Continue to be that beacon of light that you are to those patients who may not necessarily have that light shining for them. And that's your message. Wow, that was beautiful. Okay, let's see. Okay, got Carol. Okay, so I won't be able to get to everyone. I am, because it's 11:58. I'm gonna see how quickly I can move. But Donna Marie, you're next. Let's see. I think I saw Donna was still here. You're welcome, Carol. Carol, you're welcome, and thank you for what you're doing for those elderly folks. Donna Marie. Wait, was Donna here? Donna, are you here? If not, let me scroll up real quick. I'll move to the next person. Trying to see when Donna was. Okay. So oh, you are. Okay, good. Thanks, Donna. So Donna, I would love a message from Spirit. You got my number. Call me. Donna. I'm just kidding, Donna. What do you want Donna to know, Spirit? What do you want Donna to know? Okay, Donna, I am guided to this deck. What do you want Donna Marie to know? Okay. Is this it for Donna? Top or bottom? Donna, you received, I wasn't hearing anything for you, but the card that came out says the Stone of Destiny. Okay, Stone of Destiny. And what's interesting, as I'm looking at this sword with this light and I'm getting huge chills, Archangel Michael came to mind, right? The Stone of Destiny talks about your life path. It says your ambition, your passion, and yes. So for you, Donna, this card is telling you, yes, you are doing what you need to do. You are on the right path, you know. And again, this light beaming down onto the sword. I don't, Archangel Michael keeps coming to mind, Donna. So I know you work with, oh, you said, oh my gosh. You have a couple seconds behind. Yeah, all I can say about this card is, and Donna Marie has a channel, guys. So Donna, drop your YouTube link in there. Yes, you are doing the do. And calling Archangel Michael. Oh, that is what I'm working, my life path, my passion. This is your confirmation that you are doing it. Okay? So all the best, Donna Marie. And it's 12:02. Good Lord. Let's see. That wasn't I'm going to, okay, we got her. Let's see, we got her. Okay, I'm gonna read real quickly. It's 12:02. I can spare 3 minutes. Jazz Romero. What am I supposed to heal for myself so I can find the person I'm supposed to? Okay. Okay. Healing. What are you supposed to heal so that you can find the person you, and Jazz, I'm thinking that this is more on the lines of a love relationship, the person you are looking for. Oh, you're welcome, Donna. I'm glad oh wow, and I got chills. I'm glad the card validated the message you needed to hear. Jazz, are you still here? If you are, okay. And I do have a deck I'm going to pull for Jazz. That's called the Healing Water. So since Jazz isn't here yet, I'm going to jump back to another person. I'll keep Jazz there. And we have Venus. So Venus, may you hear from your a message from your guides or angels. Okay. Spirit, what does Venus need to know that is of our highest good right now? What does Venus need to know? I meant to say, I love that dog in your profile pic, Venus. I know he's not smiling or she's not smiling, but every time I look at it, I just feel like they're smiling back at me. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they are. Venus, what do you want Venus to know? Venus is interesting. All of a sudden, I started swaying from left to right. So what that says to me is that movement, dance, put on that music and move like you've never moved before. And I'm laughing, Venus, not at you, because the image I saw in my head was when you drive by some car places, you know, the little inflatable man, and he goes like this and he's all over the place. And that's what they want you to do, move. And what movement does, it helps shift that stuck energy. It gets things flowing. And as you do that, I'm hearing you can just like, hopefully, if you're in an apartment, not too loud. If you're in your own home, don't startle your family, but just belt out some noise. So what you're doing, Venus, is that you're allowing the energy to move through you. And as it's moving and you belt out that, or you can do it in a pillow after you've moved. But I feel like they want you to move, just, dance, whatever you're doing. But in the moment of you doing that, you belt out that noise. So you're allowing that energy to flow up through you and release it out. There's, and I don't know much about the energy healing side, but I feel like that's a way for you to get that energy moving, that energy that's stuck somewhere, to help it to remove itself from wherever it is and release back out into the universe. And when you do that, you thank the angels, you thank the universe for taking that stuck energy and transmuting it into the highest good for everyone else. Okay? And I am going to pull a card for you, Venus. Let's jump back. I'm going to pull a card real quick. You're welcome, Venus. Oh, Leah, we're about to wrap up. Okay, Jazz, because Jazz was going to be my last person. But Leah, email me. I have my email in the notes. Just send me an email with that question, okay? Okay. Is this it for Venus, Spirit? Yes. Okay. Top or bottom? Venus, the card you get says it's the cave. It talks about time to retreat, take a time out, self-care, slow down. And the self-care part ties into the movement, allowing that stuck energy, whatever it may be, to release. Okay? If you feel like you've been going, it's okay to take time out for yourself as well. So this is your message, in addition to the movement, and then belting out whatever sounds want to come out, sounds that want to come out from you. Okay, there you go. I hope that helps you, Venus. I wish you all the best. Okay. Jazz. What am I supposed to heal? Okay. Jazz would like to know, what is she supposed to heal from? So that she can find the person she's supposed to. Jazz, as I'm shuffling, I'm hearing inner child. There's something from your childhood that wants to be free. You know, we get to adulthood and we lose sight of the fun things like hula hooping, hopscotch, jump rope, all those fun things, playing jacks, all those fun things we did as kids, we tend to lose sight of. Is this it for Jazz, Spirit, or should I shuffle again? Okay. Should I pick from the top of the deck or the bottom of the deck? Wow. Interesting, Jazz, that I said inner childhood, because look what it says. And this is from the Healing Waters Oracle by Erica Campbell. And it says the mist, right? The mist. And what it says here is, trust your inner compass. Be led from within. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. And in the beginning, I said I was hearing your inner child. So listen, go inward, listen to that inner child. Hear what it is they are telling you. Whatever it is the younger you is telling you to do. Don't say, oh no, I can't do that. Like coloring, right? Painting, just doing whatever your inner child wants. Listen to that inner child inside. And as long as it's not causing harm to anyone else, you know, just allow yourself to do it. Allow yourself to be. Allow yourself to let that inner child have fun. Let her spark that little flicker of flame within you to bring back that joy. Okay. Let me see if I can find real quickly, and then guys, I have to go. Oh my gosh, it's 12:11. The Mist 108. It says, intuition is pointless unless we act on it, but it rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. But when we do gather up the will to act on our intuition each and every day, we'll find ourselves living a truly blessed. We'll find ourselves living a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that's led from within. I call it living a soul-led life. Wow, that's a beautiful message to end on for everyone. You know, trust that inner guidance that we receive. You're welcome, John. John says, I love to dance. I love to swing on swings when I'm at the park. Okay. I love swinging on swings too. Even though I get dizzy, I still do it for a little bit. You're welcome, Jazz. But as I was saying, that message of trusting that guidance we receive, that intuition within, is all it is really about. We are being guided daily, you know, and we second guess ourselves because we think, oh no, that's not what that is. I don't know what that is. But if we stop for a moment and listen and ask, just maybe ask yourself, or say to yourself, but what if? What if I try that? You know, how many times have we Sun Psychic Jean uses this example with the umbrella. She's leaving the house and something says, take your umbrella. And she's like, no, it's not gonna rain, it's not gonna rain. And she's like, I'm not taking it. And something keeps saying, take the umbrella. And then she leaves the house. And what does it do when she gets wherever it's pouring rain. And she's like, darn it. My intuition told me to walk with that umbrella. So when you get that little buzz in your ear, that flicker within your solar plexus that says, do this, listen. And even if you took that umbrella and it didn't rain when you got to your destination, what you have just created is an opportunity for spirit to say, aha, she's listening. She, he, they are listening. And now that I know they are listening, now I'll throw other little things at them. And those little things become bigger things. Okay. So I want to thank everyone for being here today. I'm sorry I couldn't get to everyone. Shine Truth, I didn't get to you. I'm not even sure if you had a question or if that was just a statement. I'm so sorry that I didn't get to you, as well as Wonder Grant. I'm so sorry, but I do have to leave. It's way past my time, but I just love reading for everyone, trying to get all the messages across. Again, thank you. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. And I hope to see you all next week. I wish you all the best. Have an amazing rest of your day and a beautiful start to your next week. My next live will be, I will be back. I hope to be back next week, Saturday. Because I do my shows on Saturdays, my solo shows on Saturday. I'm looking at my calendar here. So that'll be the 25th. Yeah, so the 25th of October, unless if I decide to go live with someone else. But for now, it is the 25th. All right. Thank you all. Again, I'll catch you on the next live. Bye-bye.